guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I live in Rochester. I haven't moved anywhere. I'm still here. I'm just not advertising the fact to every Tom, Dick and Harry, if that's okay. It's alright being quiet sometimes and letting them wonder what you're doing. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 3:20 p.m.
Alexa, quote of the day.
Here is your quote from Peter Thiel for January 21st.
Seems to be missing. Alexa, what's the quote of the day?
Here is your quote from Peter Thiel for January 21st.
We're not getting any quotes, Alexa. Alexa, can you repeat that?
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
No, will you... Alexa, can you give me a famous quote?
The most popular book quote, according to Goodreads, is from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. If you want to know what a man's like, take a good look at how he treats his inferiors, not his equals.
Right. Good afternoon, everybody. Today has been just like any other day for me. I live by myself. Harry and Max. Harry's the ginger cat there. Max is just away from Harry. They're happy. They're contented. They're snoozing on the sofa. Because if you're contented and you're not anxious, your pets will be content as well. If you're anxious, they get anxious. So even though sometimes I felt stressed today, and believe you me, I've kept it under control. There's been no shouting, no arguing, and no unnecessary bad behaviour. I am an adult after all. So from this morning until lunchtime, I have been trying out my wraps. In my shopping last Thursday, I got some wholemeal tortilla wraps, right? And I've only just started using them today, so we've had two. I made myself a tuna sweet corn tortilla wrap, and I mixed some tomato sauce in it. That was the first one. And then we had an egg and sweet corn tortilla wrap, which is more healthy than a great big saturated fat pizza. Right, I'm trying to get my cholesterol down. It's very high, and I'm trying to eat healthy and hopefully get the weight off my legs and my stomach, which isn't healthy. I'm drinking ginger tea because that aids the digestive system. I'm having a lot of trouble with heartburn, and anybody that suffers with really chronic heartburn knows how it can affect your mood, because it's hard to eat, because everything you eat feels like you're eating something on your insides feel like they're on fire, and it makes you miserable. Heartburn does. And the medication that I take for heartburn has nasty side effects, and it can lead to cancer in some cases. If you get polyps from the medication that I'm using, sometimes they do develop into cancer. So the medicine that they give you to fight acid reflux, heartburn, has terrible side effects, really bad. But you have to do your own judgment, because heartburn is one of the most horrible things that you can suffer from. It's horrible, it's painful, it makes you feel like shit because you can't eat much. You have to restrict your meals, cut down on the coffee. If you smoke, they advise you to stop smoking. So you're sat there nibbling on a carrot, really. Nibbling on a carrot or a celery stick. Because large portions, large meals give you intense burning sensation right down your esophagus, right into your stomach. And it's one of the symptoms of menopause, I'm afraid. The digestive slows down, and this is what you get left with. I'm trying to deal with it naturally with ginger tea and like eating healthier, and I'll just snack on a sandwich, or I made myself a tortilla wrap. You have to avoid hot peppers and anything with chili in it. I'm afraid I can't cut out the coffee yet. I can't, because I can't just eat a bland diet. I love my food. I don't want just eating bland diet. We've got food around us, restaurants, takeaway places, and I've got to sit here and eat like just a wholemeal piece of toast. It makes you feel like shit. Acid reflux, it's horrible. I'm just experimenting with things to see what can help. Because a lot of the medications, they don't help it. They don't cure it. It doesn't cure it. So you start to get a bit pissed off because everything you eat feels like you're eating glass. And it's burning inside your stomach. So I have to take my mind off of it, like any other illness or ailment. You have to take your mind off of it, whether it's reading, if it's a stomach ache, put a hot water bottle in your tummy, a headache, lie down with something on top of your head. So I distract myself from it. My stomach felt fucking awful, especially early afternoon, and I just tried to carry on when I didn't feel like doing anything. My tablet shut down, so I can't do my Duolingo, I can't learn my German, and I can't sing my songs. So I've just woke up this morning, tried to turn my tablet on, and it won't come on. Won't come on. I've tried two charging leads. And it just won't come on. It won't charge and it won't come on. So it either means buying another lead or buying another tablet. Don't know whether it's packed in or it's the lead. So we'll try and find another lead and see if that works. If it doesn't, then I'll have to get another tablet at some point. But I've got my Duolingo on there and I've got my singing videos on there, and I can't access them at the moment. So there's been no singing this morning. No, I can't. Unfortunately. And then I got, when your mental health takes a battering, I'm getting a lot of crap off of TikTok, and a lot of people do, and they don't know how to deal with it. One guy went to the hospital because it had got to him, and he, wanted to harm himself. He was quite open about it. I think most people that go on TikTok get the trolls. And this guy just went to the hospital. He'd had enough. And it's not taken seriously, is it? He comes out of hospital and they're at it, taking the piss out of him again. They're relentless. So sometimes it gets me down as well. Hello beautiful, hello pretty, la da 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 da. And they do it to everybody, not just me. I've got an alien signed up to my YouTube, my TikTok. Do I look like an alien? Do I look like an alien? So an alien has subscribed to my TikTok. Derek Elvis has I've had a message from Derek Elvis. Derek was my dad's name. And they keep doing it. They think it's hilarious. So now they're just all getting blocked. As soon as a message comes up, blocked. And they can't see my TikTok. They can through their other fake accounts, but not that one they've been using. Using derogatory names. Eyesore was one of them. Do I look like an eyesore? So they called themselves, and perhaps they think they're an eyesore. So they signed up to my TikTok as a great big eyesore. It just makes me laugh, it's hilarious. And then they wonder why you don't want to speak to them. They wonder why you don't want to speak to them after they've insulted you. Really? I'm a giant eyesore. Anything to provoke and upset and cause harm to someone's mental state. So I thought we're going to have to start writing this down in the journal again and noting these names down and what they're saying. And I will eventually try and get some counselling and support again from an outside source. But at the moment I'm coping with it quite well because I know these are a bunch of twats with the IQ of a fly. And if you've got no sense and no brain, well, what do you expect them to write? Good English, good wording, be nice to people when they've got no manners. So I started getting pen to paper and I started to feel better. I thought, well, I don't know who they are, I can't see them, and even if you write something back, they're so stupid, they still respond. So I thought, right, I'm just going to have to get it out on a bit of paper, and I feel so much better airing my feelings on my journal, which is my private journal. But you've got to remember, nothing in my life is private, and I don't really care. They're not going to stop me doing what I'm doing by making me feel like I'm paranoid when it's them nosing in with their big nose and their big ears. So I've written today down in the diary, and I'm going to go and even going to pick up Harry from the guy over the road. I've written it all down because then it's a reference if anything happens to who this stalker pervert is. So I just now have listened to my mother Jennifer's voicemail message, and she said, "Hello, Janestra." She said, if you're not in your flat and someone else could be in your flat. Well, I haven't turned into anybody else. I'm still in my flat. And she's talking to me as if I've moved somewhere. As if I've moved somewhere else. And she's talking to me as if I'm someone in my flat impersonating myself, which sounds strange, doesn't it? So she said, "I'm not moving anywhere." She said, "I'm staying in my flat in case you want to contact me wherever you are." And she's using the usual tone of voice. Janestra. And I encountered a woman on the field, and she walked past me and she went, I am not standing down for my, protest. I am not standing down for my protest. I am not being made fun of anymore. And if my mum is going to leave messages which sound like a childish schoolgirl, and she's joining in with the other bullies, I'm not interested. And I haven't rung her back. until she leaves me a message which I can actually understand and that hasn't got in it, I don't want to know. Would you feel like ringing someone back when they're leaving messages like that? And it's not a game I'm playing. If you don't stand up for yourself, these people will still keep doing it. So I cut them off, and they get cut off until they learn to respect me and treat me better. See you later.